Hey guys, alright, we're going to do a walkthrough of the Ginga SMART goal setting walkthrough video. So just as an added bonus, if you've read the book, we're going to get started and walk you through, and I don't want to waste any time, so let's get started. Alright, so remember that SMART stands for specific, not getting better at capoeira, but rather achieve a certain move like macaco, or over-the-top macaco. It's got to be measurable, not make more money, but rather make $1,000 extra a month. It's got to be measurable. And it's got to be achievable, which means realistic. Not make $1 million by tomorrow. Okay, it's got to be real. And don't limit yourself, but that is unrealistic. If you've never made $1 million and you're just gonna all of a sudden make $1 million by tomorrow, that's be realistic. And then finally, relevant. Okay, so the goals are aligned with your values and your mission. So remember, T was time bound, and that is, of course, you have a deadline. That's as simple as that. Okay. The types of goals you need to have in your different pillars of life: your personal, your fitness and your health goals, family, spiritual, and financial. Okay, or else you can't. Nothing else could happen. Financially, you need to have financial goals, or as you know. Now, why? Yeah, if we're going to focus just on capoeira goals, that's great. That's going to be your personal goal or your fitness and your health goal. Okay, but to be well-rounded, as you'll see, you need to have family goals. If you have a wife, or if you have children, or your parents. If you don't have any of that, if you're young, you need to hang out with your parents. And then spiritual, of course, you need to have. Even if you're atheist, you need to have some kind of meditation or some kind of spiritual. Doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Fitness goals, for example. I'm going to share with you mine. Okay, for this year. And I'm not going to achieve them all because I'm not going to talk about all of them because there's a lot. And they are written down, and I'm just going to go through to help you set yours and what they look like. Okay, so for fitness, in capoeira, this could be my personal goal. However, I already mastered a lot of the moves, everything. I was working hard, and I had set goals, and I got that. I was already flipping in the air. I was twisting. I was doing, aerials. I was doing 540s. So there wasn't a lot of, physical movements. Right now, I've been training for 11 years. For me, in capoeira, it's just basically about music and teaching and traveling and supporting other events already. So, I've been training for a while. For you, it may be get that macaco over the top. Okay, maybe get that awu sing mao over the top. Okay, so just so you know. So my goal is to go. I will travel to 2 new capoeira events outside my regular circuit this year. Okay, that means the deadline is this year. Okay, I will train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 3 times a week. Okay, beginning January 15th. I have a big event, so I'm not starting that until the 15th. So I am at that level. I am at a student level, always a student. So that's different. Here's another fitness goal. I will lift weights twice a week beginning January 15th. Okay, so that means it's measurable. Okay, twice a week. Okay, so either I do it or I don't. Okay, and the deadline is, yes, it starts January 15th. Okay. Personal goals. As you know, I publish a lot of capoeira books and other books. I will publish 2 books a month beginning in January. Okay, it's measurable. It's 2. Okay, and the end it'll start this month, January, so that's easy to measure. Okay, it's very specific. I will create 3 digital training systems this year, as you know, always capoeira ground game system, these type of things, and I also have other deadlines in act. 1 by April, 2 by August, and the 3rd by the end of the year. Okay. My spiritual goals. Now, like I said, even if you're atheist, I recommend that you do have some kind of meditation. Meditate. Like my goal is to meditate 20 to 30 minutes every day, already beginning. So waking up, as I'll show you in the next couple slides, how I fit this in. Okay, and of course I am Catholic, so attend Mass at least 3 times a month, beginning in January. So yes, we're supposed to go every 4 times a month, every week, once a week. However, I'm giving myself some leeway and being realistic and letting myself slide. I travel a lot, and I'm out of town supporting capoeira events, so I'm giving myself 1 slack off time. And I've never been on a retreat, so another spiritual goal is I want to attend 1 retreat this year before November. I'm giving myself a deal on November. Family goals. Now, I'm very blessed to see my son every day. I help him with his homework. I take him to school, cook for him. We spend a lot of quality, good time together. So if you have a job where you're working and you don't get to see your children or your family a lot, okay, then you'd have some other stuff where you'd spend more time with your children or your family. Okay, so my family goal this time is it's kind of a personal goal also. I will travel to 2 out-of-state vacations with my son this year. One by June is my deadline, and the second one by December, by the end of the year. Okay, so that's our additional family vacation time. So that's my family goal. Financial. Okay, so I will save 20% of all income beginning of January. Okay, 10 to 20%. Okay, so a lot of times we don't automate it. We just save money when we can, and we put it in there. And although I do save, I need to make it more specific, where it's 10 to 20 of everything coming in my bank account is going to go immediately to my savings. Okay, so that's a little bit different. And I'll have a measly credit. I'm also blessed that I got out of college with no college debt. I was able to pay for it in a time when it was more affordable, and I was selling cars at that time, and I could afford, to pay for my own college. So I was lucky. Now it's tough. It's so expensive, and it's harder to pay it off. You got to stack up some loans. So anyway, I only have one credit card, and it's already about almost paid off. And in my head, I set a goal to pay it off. It was like $1,500, and no biggie. And I'm already down to $500 it's in like from December or something like that. I mean from November. So anyway, that's already taken care of. I'm ahead of goals on that, and let's move on. Now, how do we integrate our goals into our daily schedule? Okay, if you go read the book, if you've read the book, it'll tell you exactly how to do it. So here's mine. You got to wake up early. I wake up at 5, and in time I will wake up at 4:30 as I get back in my system, back in my schedule. You got to go ahead and read the book like I mentioned in there, The Miracle Morning, how it tells you to achieve more by waking up 1 to 2 hours earlier than you regularly would, okay, and do a certain amount of things that they recommend that successful people do. Okay. For instance, stay hydrated. So if you look at my Monday here, 5 o'clock, wake up, take the water. Either I'm going to run for 30 minutes or I'm going to do my capoeira kicks. Now, about 5 or 6 years ago, I used to do 1,000 kicks every morning. 6 o'clock, wake up, drink some water, go right down, do my 1,000 kicks. Now I don't really need that, but I'm just doing it as for morning exercise. You need blood rushing to your head, something to get the blood going. Okay, so running or kicks. All right, going down. Then there's meditation. Meditation is very good, and that's every morning. I'm only doing 30 minutes, and I would like to have an hour of it. But right now, since I'm barely getting back on my schedule, I'm only delegating 30 minutes for that. 6 a.m. read. Okay, same thing. I would like to read for an hour. Right now, I'm only giving 30 minutes for that. And remember, you always keep on learning. Never stop learning. Okay, I read a lot of books on anything from inspiration to business books to blogging to online business. So always keep reading. It's good to feed your brain and your soul. All right, from there at 6:30, I gotta cook and get my son ready for school. Okay, so that takes an hour. So as you go down there, I gotta take my son to school at 7:30. So that takes 30 minutes, 15 minutes to, and 50 minutes fro. When I get back on Mondays, I will do my writing and publishing and blogging. Okay, and on Tuesdays, if you look, everything is pretty much similar, except I'm gonna do weights. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the gym right away, right after. And as you see, Mondays and Wednesdays are identical. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays are identical. Tuesdays and Thursdays are identical. And let's take a look at the Saturday. Okay, so I don't get up. This time I let myself sleep in a little bit till 6. Still same thing. Wake up, water. I will run. And then I give myself some yoga. Yoga is very good. An hour. I always just pull up a yoga video on YouTube and do it there. Now I'm giving myself an hour. After that, I'm giving myself an hour to read and then have breakfast. Now on Sundays, I'm sleeping in a little bit more, okay, all the way to 7. Same thing, meditate, 30 minutes only, read for an hour, cook and get ready for church. So I'm only going to show you the morning. The thing is, after that, you got to make sure you schedule everything in, okay? Schedule lunch, schedule your snack. If you're on a diet, then schedule everything in. Work, make sure you get off of work, whatever it happens to be. So I'm not going to show you the second half of my day, but it's filled with jiu-jitsu, all the other goals that I just talked about. Jiu-jitsu training, okay, more work in my publishing, whatever happens to be, go to the bank or save. That's got to be kind of put on automatic, giving yourself some time to review reports and those type of things. Okay, now if you also remember in the part of the book about the Quadrant of Success that I got from Darren Hardy, the publisher of Success Magazine, and where he met this billionaire, and he asked him his secret to success. And this is one different way of putting it. So remember, and he also recommended not working on too many goals at once. One thing is to focus on one thing at a time. So the Quadrant of Success is you line up your 3 goals, okay, for the week, and whatever happens to be, like in mine, book publishing, and all your action steps that you need to do for that. And I didn't list those here. Goal 2 is like my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What's the action steps? Well, basically, I just got to show up. Okay, have my knees clean, and go there running. Those action steps are actually, you just got to do it or you don't. The dieting, okay, whatever, all the action steps for that. You got to shop for the week, those type of things. And third, review your reports, transfer money and savings to deal with my financial goal. Okay, so now remember, the third one, what I liked about the Quadrant of Success and Darren Hardy's model was that it has your not to-do list, your devil's matrix. It's like staying up past 10. You stay up late, you're going to be tired. You can't wake up at 5 in the morning if you stay up too late. Drinking, you're going to be hungover. You're not going to wake up in the morning. You're not going to get stuff done. Okay, and of course, the stuff to avoid, like your fast food if you're on the diet. So that's what I like about this model. Okay, it tells you the not to-do list. Okay, moving on. All right, so I wanted to give you one good example of getting a movement, a capoeira goal movement. Me, like I said, I've already kind of mastered a lot of the moves that I'm going to master. Now it's just about maintaining my roda cardio and getting my kicks down. Always kicks, always martial arts, always the fundamentals. Okay, the cool acrobatic stuff, I got that in my back pocket, and I'll freshen that up on Saturdays. I put that on my schedule. But let's, for example, give you one. If you're a student trying to get better and you're trying to get the rotational kedajihinhs. Now I'm going to put the link in the video description so you can check it out. It's from actually my Ohe's Capoeira ground game system, so I'm giving you a video from there. And initially I got that from Ido Portal, this actual movement, and the CDO guys. Alright, so say you're too weak to perform this, so you must build strength with flexibility, so you got to write it in as one of your goals. And then write it in your schedule, strength building exercise to build up to that move. Every morning, do 10 reps each side of a build-up exercise. Okay, so getting you ready for the regular kedajihinhs. And then 20 each side. You're going to build up that strength. You can do it. You got to find out, but you got to make sure you stay it and schedule time in your schedule, your goal schedule. Then you move up the ladder to the next level of difficulty. You repeat that 10 each side. Okay, and then you repeat until you achieve your goal, little by little. This was tough. This was one of the tougher moves for me to get. But this is exactly the way that I got this rotational kedajihinhs. So make sure you check out that video, and the link is in the description. All right, so that's a quick walkthrough. I may have taken a little bit longer than I'd like, but sorry about that. I hope that helps. This is another bonus video to get you on achieving your goals, to get you smashing those goals in this new year, and whatever happens to be, Capoeira and Life. If somehow you stumbled upon this video and you don't have the book yet, you could get the Ginga SMART, the definitive Capoeira goal setting and achieving book at gingaandgrowstrong.com or on Amazon.com. Well, if you don't mind, if it was beneficial for you, please leave a comment, like, subscribe to my channel, and share. Oh, don't forget, smash your life goals.